Greetings. This is a general reading for Cancer for the month of May 2017. How you doing, Cancers out there, for this month of May? So we're going to see how some of you are doing here. I'll see who I pick up here, and this will whoever this resonates with, then that's who I'm picking up here. So Cancer, all right. Okay, Cancer, let's see what is going on. Okay. Well, you know, Cancer, this is tea time, so we're going to have a cup of tea. Cancer. Okay. Well, Cancer, let's see. Well, for one thing, it's telling me I see a Cancer here, and you keep staying in the past. And they say, come out of the past. What is behind you is behind you. Only thing you can do from that energy is learn from it. And so it's like, come on, brain, come back, Cancer. And so it's like, come on, focus right now. This is where you need to be at. This is where people need you at. You can't keep going in the past. You can't change it. So whatever has happened has happened. And so now what you can change is now. And I feel like Cancer, some of you Cancers is kind of looking at things and you wishing, you know, you could have changed things. You wishing, you know, that you could go back, or I mean, and so no, don't stop it, Cancer. And so focus on now. This is, and where do you want to go on now? What you do now will also help your future. So come here, and I feel May, for some of you Cancers, you're going to snap out of it. I do feel that. And like I say, everybody is not going to snap out at the same time. But whoever this is that I'm picking up, I definitely see you snapping out of it. I'm also seeing here too where it's going to be like a breath of fresh air. You kind of feel like a person that was suffocated, kind of like a person that had a bag over their head. And so you were breathing, but it wasn't enough breath. Now the bag is lifted off your head, and so you can breathe now, you can think now, you can see now. So what it's saying is that this time right now, it needs your energy. The people that's around you need you now. It's like your body is here, but your mind and your energy is not here. And so bring it back. Come on now. And like I say, I feel like May is the month. And for some of you Cancers, you just been beating yourself up. And it's like, stop it. You know, don't nobody have to beat you. You beat yourself up way better than anybody else can. And so it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you inflicting this self-hurt, this self-punishment? Let it go. Stop it. Take that energy and love yourself. That's what time it is. This is what May is really stressing for a lot of you Cancers. This is the month for you to like realize that it's okay for you to love yourself. And for those of you that want love to come, you got to put it there first in order for it to come. Nobody wants to come to an empty shell. Nobody wants to come and nobody home knocking at the door and like, hello, and you back in the past somewhere. You not there. So you got to be here in order for you to be able to accept and receive what you want right now at this time. I also see here too where I feel like that I see a Cancer here, and you might be having some issues, and this feels like this could be dealing with your back. And so I do see improvement. So whatever this is that you've been kind of going through, Cancer, with kind of a back, and I keep hearing kidney. I feel some kidney energy that's going on here. So I see that there's going to be relief this month. So there's going to be something that they will be able to help you, or you will find some kind of relief dealing with this back pain or back injury that I see that's here. Also, I'm seeing here too that I feel that there is a Cancer vibration, and I feel like that you are very, very brilliant, but it's like you have convinced yourself, or you have let other people convince you that you're not. And so you kind of stood in the background and you just let everybody else go on in front of you. And so May is the time where you like, you know what, it's time for me to come out the background. This is the time for me to show my genius. It's like you've been hiding it. It's like it's been, pushed back. But you pushing forward now. You were given this genius energy for a reason, for you to use it, not for you to sit on it. And so I feel like that this is definitely the month for you Cancer to come out here with this genius, to let your genius come out, to let it show. I feel like because the world needed, it was given to you for a reason to use it. And because of your genius, there would definitely be some kind of reaction and some kind of response that is needed. I'm also seeing here too where I see a Cancer vibration, and I see that you're going to be getting really, really a lot of love, more. I just see you crying because this is Mother Day that's coming up here, and so it's probably the love that you're going to be shown on that day. And so I just see, tears, but these are tears of joy. I also see another Cancer here, and I feel like that you want to cry, because it's like it's a loved one that you want to be around and you can't. And so it's no sense of crying. There's still ways of communicating. If a person can't be there with you in the flesh, they still could be there with you. And so I feel like that you will be okay. It's like, why, get hung up on something that cannot happen. So you look for alternatives. And so just because that person, like I say, cannot be there in the flesh, there's still other ways to communicate with this person. And I feel like that you will be okay. I feel like you're getting over a lot of pain, and you're starting to say, okay, I'm looking at alternative. I will accept the alternatives here that I have to, that's here for me. And then you got to look at it, that's a good thing that you do have alternatives. Suppose you didn't have the alternatives. I'm also looking here too, and I keep picking up that there is a Cancer, and you are in the process of rebuilding. So it's kind of like a tornado came through, blew your house down, and now you are rebuilding it. And don't keep focusing on that the house was blown down. Focus on that you got the tools, you got all the material, you got everything to rebuild. Suppose that you didn't have the means to rebuild, and you lost, everything was destroyed, but now you can rebuild it, replace. That is what's going on. So that's what you need to be focusing on, Cancer. Not focusing on that it was all tore up. Focus on that you in the rebuilding stage, and you have everything that you need to do the rebuilding. I'm also seeing a Cancer here where I feel like somebody is trying to pull you into some kind of controversy. And it's saying here that you definitely do not need to be pulled into that energy. And so it's saying don't even get pulled into it. It's like you just stay in your space and keep moving in your direction, and don't let that distraction, because I feel like it's done intentionally, and I feel like if you don't respond to it, then they're not going to be able to pull you in. They want to distract you for a reason, and they want to keep you at a disadvantage. They want to keep you at a point where you don't recognize who you are, what you have going for you. And so it's kind of like now you saying, I'm not buying into it. I'm not going to get pulled into that anymore. So you definitely is in that awakening stage. I also see a Gemini. Okay, when I start doing that, Cancer, that means that you're going to be dealing with a Gemini. So there's definitely a Gemini, because that Gemini energy is real strong here around the Cancer vibration. I also see a Cancer here that it's like it's more than one way to get to where you need to go to. So I see a real major roadblock here, and you're standing there and you like, it's no way I can get around this roadblock. But then as you start quit saying that and you start to really use your imagination, then you start coming up with ways to get around that blockage. And so you start looking at things like, okay, and you're going to be like, well, why did I stand there all that time when I could have thought of this before? But it's like, this is something you have to come to that conclusion. But at least you found it. You came to it. So now you see where you can handle things. You don't have to do it a certain way. You can do it other ways. So how they used to say, it's more than one way to skin a cat. So that's basically is what I'm saying here, Cancer. I do see a Cancer here where I feel like that if you have an opportunity to get you a massage, you really need it, because I see a lot of tension, and it say go get this massage, because I feel that, and it's not that you can't afford it, it's just that you just do everything else and don't think about it. But it's saying that you need it, because with this massage, all that built up energy that's in you, it will release it. And I feel like that's what May is for many of you Cancers. This is a release month here for you. So this is the time for you to release things, to let things go. And it's kind of like you're going to get the anchors off your ankles. Now you're able to move. You've been stuck because you wasn't able to release. And so this is really the message that I hear for a lot of you Cancers, that you are able to release now and you're able to move forward now. And that's good, because some of you Cancers have been stuck. I'm also seeing here too that is there, I see a Cancer that wants to do some kind of work or training. It's like bored. They're really bored. And it's saying here, okay, if you can't do the work or training this way, do it from home. And so I feel you're going to figure it out. I feel like that you want to figure out another way to do certain things. And so it's like, I feel May is going to be a month also for some of you Cancers that you will figure out. You will get off and up under this boredom, this stuck kind of energy. And so I feel like that you really are. You're not just going to talk about it or think about it. You definitely will be able to do it. Well, Cancer, I feel like that. And before we leave, Cancer, I do feel that some Cancers here have been dealing with some health challenges. I feel like that you don't even realize that you have really been keeping your health better, because your health would have went way down if you hadn't been working with it. So it's like I see you continuing to work with your health. I feel like you are able to keep it stabilized, and that's good. And so you're going to continue to do that. Well, if you would like a personal consultation, Cancer, you can contact me at truepredictiontea@gmail.com. That's truepredictiontea@gmail.com. And I'm glad that you are figuring out things, Cancer. This cup of tea is for you.